Jim, back to winning ways here at Tannadice, and deservedly so.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was the the important thing today was to take all 3 points. Obviously we recognise the fact that we've been on a bit of a poor run of results, albeit played against some really difficult opposition during that time. But today was about performing here at home in front of our own supporters. It was great to be back at Tannadice. We haven't played here for a number of weeks, so the players were always looking forward to that. But I thought we'd done the basics well today. First half I thought we played relatively well. We had plenty of possession of the ball. We got into some good areas. The second half, I thought Motherwell were the better team in terms of the possession side of it, and put us under a little bit of pressure at the back towards the last 10 minutes of the game. Albeit Jack Walton hasn't had a great deal to do in terms of saves, but just really pleased that we found a way to win the game today. We had to win those individual battles. Both teams kind of set up in a 3-5-2, and I thought we got the better of those battles all over the pitch. Really, I thought the midfield three were excellent all day, doing the ugly side of the game. Both wing backs, done well against the Motherwell wing backs, and obviously Sam Dalby, does what he's done all season. Really, get on the end of good crosses, and we've asked Ryan Strain and Will Ferry to be that out ball when we're in possession, to receive the ball high up the pitch and be positive in those 1v1s. And Strainer puts a fantastic ball into a really good area, and Sam goes and does the rest. And really unlucky in the second half to double the lead. A very good save actually from Balcombe in the Motherwell goal. But all in all, at this stage of the season, when there's so much still to play for, it's always about the result. We know we can perform better, but 3 points were a priority today. Yeah,
given a few freak results elsewhere, it feels like a massive 3 points.
Well, I think it makes it even more significant, to be honest. I don't think many of us expected St Mirren to go to Ibrox and win. I don't think too many of us expected Hibs to beat Celtic at home. So yeah, I mean, certainly had we not picked up the win today, then things would have looked a whole lot differently. So it's a huge victory for the boys. 6 games now to go before the split. Still sitting fourth in the table, but there's still a hell of a lot of football to be played. We have never once took anything for granted. We've never just assumed that we were going to get it. We always knew there was still a lot of football to be played, and that still remains the case in the last half a dozen games before a split.
We've maybe flickered in and out of games at times in recent weeks, but that feels like one of our better 90-minute performances of the season.
I think when we play forward early and we break lines, we look a really good team. And I think we had 3 or 4 good passages of play in the first half. We had one just after half time actually that led to a dangerous attack from ourselves. It's just about trying to regain that confidence and that belief in ourselves as a group, that when we actually do pass the ball quickly and play forward quickly, we actually can cause opposition teams problems. But really pleased for everybody involved today. It was a massive game for us today, and delighted that we could get back to being as solid as what we have been most of the season defensively. I thought we defended the box magnificently, and could have added to it. We had 2 or 3 half-decent chances in the second half. Lucas Stevenson has a couple, and as I said, Sam Dalby with that great header.
Yeah, that confidence defensively gives you that base to go and chase a second and not sit in and invite pressure.
Yeah, the back three were good. The midfield three in front of them were excellent. As I said, Will Ferry and Ryan Strain, pretty much stopped any real quality deliveries coming into the box, and it was very much a collective effort. Rory and Sam at the top end of the pitch at the beginning of the game, putting the Motherwell back lads under pressure. Yort came on and done really well, I thought, actually, in terms of the job that we asked him to do. And Lewis Fiorini, at times I thought tried to calm things down and take touches and keep possession of the ball for us. So listen, it was a great 3 points. Delighted for the supporters. I thought they were brilliant all afternoon as well. Well aware of what's at stake, and sometimes that can bring a little bit of anxiety and a bit of nervousness, but I don't want that to happen with the players. I want them just to go out and enjoy the football, express themselves out there. Always believe, the more relaxed you are as a player, the better you'll play, and we've put ourselves in a great position. We set ourselves a target at the beginning of the season, and we're well on track to achieve that.
You mentioned the fans there, and I'm sure we'll need them again on Wednesday night.
Yes, listen, big ask, obviously. We know the expense that they go to come and support the team, 2 games at home in a week. Hopefully we get a really good turnout on Wednesday night. They were great here today. First time back at Tannadice for a wee while. But we're certainly going to need them on Wednesday night against a very good Hibs team who haven't lost a game, I think, in 13 or 14 games. Obviously, haven't just beaten the champions there today. So we know how difficult Wednesday night's going to be, but it'll be a lot easier if we've got a good home support behind us.
Yeah, obviously marks the start of a 3-match week, but given the way that the players managed to come through the Christmas schedule, you must have a lot of confidence that we can go on a similar run.
Yeah, of course. Look, that's why we done, the business that we done in January. We strengthened the squad in January in certain areas, which we believed we had to do. Adding Rory Payton at the top end, it's just as well we did, because obviously Multi is missing with a calf injury. We had to strengthen the midfield, given, the injury record that Ross Docherty has had, and obviously Craig Sibbald, coming back from a long period out. So I think the business that we've done all season, at the beginning of the season and now at January, I think has put us in a really good place that we can handle the expense of what these kind of busy weeks are going to take out of the squad. We've got the options there now to freshen things up on Wednesday if we decide to do so.
Just finally, you touched on Doc there. Is there any update on his injury?
No update. Look, we're all really frustrated with it, no more so than Ross himself. It's been a real stop-start time for him at the club since he joined, and I believe a fully fit Ross Docherty is one of the best holding midfielders in the league, and when he plays in our team and he plays to the levels he's capable of, then I think he makes us better. But unfortunately today he's had another little setback, but we're disappointed for Doc, but at the same time you look at the options that we've got there. Lucas Stevenson came on for Ross and was outstanding, I thought, in his all-round game. We've got guys like Fiorini and Babunski as well. So we've got good strength and depth now, where we don't need to be too worried when a player or two are missing.